What's up, cosmonauts?
What's up?
It's been a
Where's your
long
sound
two
thing?
weeks. No shit. Yeah, I don't think it works. No,
Sorry,
it's all good. That's why I
cut
did it
you
with my
off.
mouth. I'm Trendy. He's Cosmo Clay. How you doing, sir?
What's up, everybody? What's up,
It's
YouTube?
it's been a while, right? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, time has gone by fast. There's lots of lots happening in Web 2 world and Web 3, so it's exciting. But yeah, time has gone by pretty fast.
Yeah, what have you
Sorry, we haven't been around.
been doing lately without exposing too much about yourself?
Um, I work in the insurance industry, and it's really relevant because we kind of have talked about how we're like in a borderline recession, right? They've
Mhm.
had two negative uh, quarters of GDP, and that's technically a recession. They're not going to admit it yet, but at work, I'm dealing with a company that has gone insolvent, and I'm having to call their clients and be like, "Hey, you need to pay attention to this. It's going to affect you." And
Mm.
so, I work in the insurance world. Those are like insurance contracts where, um, we're protecting their assets. And it's just crazy because, like, if you look at, I looked at an article and it said this is, I think, the seventh company in the insurance world that has gone insolvent this year.
Oh
So
wow.
it could be a sign of times to come, and that like the bottom hasn't been in, and it's a bearish thing, but overall the space has been really bullish. Like, the prices have been pumping, and there's a lot of people that are saying that this is a dead cat bounce, and it's just going to correct to the downside, and people are calling for a pretty low Bitcoin, like about, I think my friend said 10K. He says he wants it to test 10K and then it would like rocket from there. But yeah, that's what he believes would be the bottom. And he's a trader guy, so he kind of sticks with the charts. But if you look at what's been going on lately, and the biggest thing has been the Ethereum news. Even though this is a Cosmos show,
Mhm.
the biggest news going on right now is with Ethereum. Ethereum, they announced that they're going to have their the merge, which is going from proof of work to proof of stake, which is awesome because we're Cosmos is proof of stake everywhere. So they're
Yeah.
kind of like joining our family. But what this means for the entire crypto market is kind of crazy because like, I don't know if you know, but whenever Ethereum, like Ethereum forks, right? And there's Ethereum Classic, and then there's
Mhm.
Ethereum, regular Ethereum. Both of them are proof of work right now. Ethereum Classic has no plans to go to proof of stake. So that coin has been pumping like crazy because everybody believes that once the merge happens and there's no more regular Ethereum to be mined using proof of work, those miners are going to switch over to Ethereum Classic. But another option is to just fork that Ethereum again. And the guy that forked it last time has said, "I'll fork it again, motherfuckers." He doesn't give a fuck. So people are saying that after the merge happens, there may be another Ethereum token on the market. And any Ethereum holder right now, if you have it in a wallet, whenever the merge happens and that hard fork happens, if you have it in a wallet, that wallet will have an exact copy on the other chain because it's been forked from that block. And in that block, you have a certain amount of tokens. So, like, let's say you have 5 Ethereum, whatever they fork it to, you'll have 5 of those coins. And some people will make out like bandits because if that happens, now some exchanges have said, we're not going to support a hard fork because we're just tired of this madness. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's totally possible. Like, once, because it's all decentralized space, this person could fork it, and if there's enough validators to support it, it's going to be a chain going forward. And yeah, some people that are holding Ethereum in wallets right now, you could just get minted some, I don't know what they're going to call it, Ethereum Classic. I don't know, like, but whatever they would call it, you would have an exact amount of Ethereum,
Hmm.
or coins. So that's going to be cool. Maybe some people will get rich because definitely some people got rich that way with Ethereum Classic. Like, let's say you had 100. and then now you have 100 Ethereum plus 100 Classic, which is rising in price like crazy, and could go parabolic after the if it in fact does move the miners from one chain to the other. Those miners are valuable. Like having the Ethereum miners as your like backing uh like validation source, like that's I think that's pretty valuable thing. So we'll see what happens. It's an exciting thing. So what people are doing is they're buying up Ethereum right now, hoping that whatever happens, they get more Ethereum because they're going to get a fork. You know what I
What is
mean?
the price of
So,
Classic right now?
um, I don't know. It's a very good question.
Because you
Let me
said
see. I think
Classic
it's
is pumping as
ETC.
well, right?
Yeah. Let's see. It's at $43. It was at like 15 the last I saw it, but if you look right here. Sorry for the listener. We're looking at the Ethereum Classic price chart, and it was last month. It was $32, and it's gone to 43. Or no, that was in the last 15 days. Last month it was $14, and it's
Mm,
gone to $40. So that's a pretty nice, decent pump.
yeah.
And so people are buying that, like anticipating that those miners are going to be coming over, and then people are buying Ethereum, speculating that it's going to fork and there's going to be a duplicate Ethereum again that did not have the DAO hack. You know what I mean? So it gets pretty
Hmm.
complicated the longer we go around. Um, yeah, it's an exciting time, but the
Interesting.
market is so Ethereum is just literally any coin that is like Ethereum in that it's a smart contract proof of stake platform, like it's pumping. Like look at Bitcoin right now. We're pumping up to 25K. This show alone is doing it. And yeah, like we're going to the moon right now, boys. Now, that's not to say it's not financial advice, and that's not to say we're going to keep going to the moon here,
Right.
because my friend has called for like a 32K Bitcoin all the way to correct down to 10K. Like it makes sense when you're looking at the macro chart and you're saying, okay, like it hit 69K and then it came down to what? 17K, and now it's going up. Like let's say this is it, right? And then it goes to 25K. What does that look like? It just looks like the structure to go downwards overall.
Yeah.
So that's why I like personally, like I definitely have my Cosmos coins staked. I'll never sell them and I'll never think about selling them. So I have them staked, right? And that gets me daily, monthly, weekly income, right? So I can take that and either switch it to USDC on osmosis, or I can switch it to another coin that I'm bullish about and think that there's going to be some overall like you know value to. But mainly, you just throw it over to USDC and then wait for the dip, baby. And when the dip happens, you just buy up all those tokens and you put them in your staking wallet and you protect them. I'm doing the fucking market a favor, right? And see, like people think about, oh, you're selling and bearish about the project and Cosmos in general, and it's like, no, like look, okay, like I'm doing you guys a favor. I'm picking up the coins on the bottom so that I protect them. I put them in a staking wallet. The whales don't have them. I have them, and I get that income.
The hardest
So
part
yeah,
is obviously planning or timing when and if that drop happens.
that's where see. Okay, so that's where I have this machine going on. Like I said, I have those bags staked. You get USDC, and now if you miss the bottom and it pumps from here, that's cool. I have coins staked, and they're a decent amount. So you have to get there, yeah, and you get there by buying dips. But once you get there and you have a sufficient amount staked, then you have that option, right?
Yeah.
And you can kind of play with it, and it's a little bit less emotional because it's not money out of your pocket. It's money from staking rewards. So then on the other side, like I send my money to an exchange and it just kind of sits there on a low limit order. They call it a stink bid. So that if the market dips all the way down to the bottom, like I'm there to pick it up. And either way, no matter what situation happens, I'm happy. The price goes up, I'm happy. The price goes down, I'm happy because I'm grabbing those coins. So to me, it's an overall lower stress strategy. It does take some time to get there, but once you do, the APRs actually help. So whatever your goal is to have that mindset, you get there by investing what you can afford to lose, and then using the APRs to compound that mathematically all the way up to your goal. And then once you get there to your goal, you start to have those options. So that's why I like that machine. But to answer your question, how do you know like where those price points are? You just have to look at the chart. Like Atom was like $3.50, and it just slowly went all the way up to $44. And then it came all the way back down to almost $3. So it's like there's a range, obviously, that it's trading. And it's done this a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, if you just stick your bids right in the middle, like if you're happy with an entry point at 7 and you're happy with an exit point at like 37, that's great. You know what I mean? That's some great returns right there. And you're just using the market to kind of grow your stack in a smart way. So that's basically my strategy going forward, and we'll see how it plays out. You guys get a live, kind of commentary on that. But yeah, that's how, for me personally, that's how I decide what those entry and exit points are. I think, if you're going to be an investor, you should have conviction on and a plan on what you plan to do with a token. Like you can't just buy something for $1 and then say, well, if it goes to $50, you're just like, oh, it's going to keep going. You have to have a plan and say, okay, well, if it gets to $40, something crazy, right? I'll sell a little bit of it and then do this and that with it. And then you stick to that plan, and long term, you do that. And it's really hard because you get emotional. Like at the top, you get so like convinced that it's just going to keep going up. It's so crazy because it happens every time. And you have to beat that. But it's just a journey. Like you're not going to get it the first cycle, and you're not going to get it the second. You're not going to get it the third. But every time you're going to get better and better at your entry and exit points, and what you do with the coins overall. So it's just a learning experience, and it takes a really long time, a lot of dedication, and a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. So what can we attribute some of the cosmos pumping to? Like, is it just the entire, I don't know, the crypto space pumping because of the Ethereum news, or is there something else going on in the cosmos?
There is the Atom 2.0. Have you heard about that? There hasn't been too much said about it. I think they're going to announce it next month at or maybe even this month. I know well, I'm getting things confused. Like there's going to be interchain accounts, or I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly, but there's going to be something coming out on Atom here soon, and I believe it's interchain security. That's what it is.
Hmm.
And so yeah, this is the big one that everybody's been waiting for. This is where, instead of having to have a whole validator set validate your chain, you're going to be able to borrow that validator set from the Cosmos Hub, and kind of rent the security there, kind of
Hmm.
like you do on similar to Polkadot, but in a completely um, better way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's more decentralized,
Are
and
you
we'll kind of see
familiar
how that plays.
with the
Not
Polkadot way?
entirely, and that's why I
Okay.
say like I'm not entirely like sure how they run it, but I know it's like that's what they do is
A
they
similar
provide
concept.
security. Yeah, they provide security, and you pay a rent, right? So to anyone like looking for that, I I'm pretty sure that's similar, right? But you're just like choosing Polkadot brand over Cosmos.
Right.
So I think it's a really great way to compete with Polkadot, and yeah, there. On a side note, uh, somebody said Wawa is going to be the Kusama of Cosmos, because Kusama is their test chain on Polkadot. So everything that they're like testing goes on Kusama, right? So that's
Hmm.
what they said Chihuahua is going to, or Wawa is going to be, is more of like a test chain for the whole Cosmos, because they have smart chains enabled, or smart contracts enabled now.
Hmm.
And yeah, Cosmwasm, and yeah, they're just going to be trying experimental stuff. So
Yeah, that'll be cool.
they've been burning a lot of tokens
Yep.
on Wawa, and it's been causing the price to go pretty good.
Did you get? I know that mine went from like $10 value up to $50 value.
Dude, mine went from 25K value all the way down to like 200, and now it's probably back up to like 1,500 or something like that.
That's
But
nuts.
yeah, it's definitely not recovered its initial,
It's glory.
where yeah, where it was. when we were all happy. But yeah, I think that it could. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not like investing in it heavily or anything like that, but I definitely do compound my rewards when I can. So
I'm waiting for
there's
that
that.
one to be on restake.
Yeah, I know I kind of went off on that, but yeah, that was kind
Mhm.
of related to Polkadot in my mind because some people think it's actually going to be used as like a Cosmos Kusama
I mean, that'd be
to
cool.
kind of play around. I think it's a pretty cool thing because it's a low amount to get into the active validator set for Wawa. So like anybody wants to like get their feet wet with validating, it's a perfect chain to start on. Like they have a test net, of course, but even if you get into or to get into the active set, it's not like a huge financial um, commitment like it is with like Osmosis or Atom, something like
Right.
that, where you need to have like a lot of backing from the community. So that's pretty cool. I think you can, I kind of wanted to mess around with that and see if I could learn how to validate and be useful there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that
yeah.
sounds like a I mean, it's good that there's some value coming back to Wawa because a lot of people were starting to write it off. The same thing, like it was being talked about in the same breath as Cerberus or whatever that one's called, and that one it just seems like it's going down the toilet as well.
I mean, I don't know, like let's talk financially, right? I had
Hmm.
like 6 million tokens, right? And I forgot about it for I don't know, 2 months maybe. And within those 2 months, I got 2 million staking or rewards. And those staking rewards were worth $56, I think it was. And I was like, you know what? 25 bucks a month, like this ain't this isn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like that is a portion of your cable bill. It's a portion of your internet,
Yeah, but you also
portion of
probably are
whatever.
well compared to everybody else for Cerberus.
I guess so. I mean, okay, 6 million tokens is worth $150 right now. So I mean, you can have this $25 a month for $150. Like I watched this guy on real estate. I'm not gonna say his name because like he's a pretty yeah. Anyway, so uh this guy, like, he'll spend okay, so it's $1 million to rent out this apartment building, right? It's 4 units. It's $1 million to buy it. You get $1,000 a month from each unit, and it's $4,000 a month. And so you spend like you spend 200,000 because you need 20%. The bank puts up the other 800,000, and then you get $4,000 a month. So that's $48,000 a year. And so the way he sees that is like that's like a 25% return on your or actually no, because you have to what he does is he'll borrow that 800,000, right? And
Hmm.
then it has 3 or 4% interest, and then he's charging this 48,000. So like, the let's say the interest only payments are $12,000. So then you have $36,000, right? And so I kind of see this in the same way as how like staking works, because like having a coin is just like owning land, right? And staking it is kind of like leasing out your land and return and getting an income for that. And then you have to like minus your expenses. But see, with like coins, when you own the coins and you don't own them on leverage, there is no expenses. You don't have to cut the lawn. You don't have to repair the windows. You don't have to change the roof every 30 years. Like it's such a better thing. So that's how I see Kerberos, right? I see that as like some land that was gifted to me, and literally I'm renting it out right now for 25 bucks a month. And inflation will take care of me in the long run and make the coin worth more, or the market will choose to reject it and it'll go to zero, and I got it for free. But like that's how I see the whole like proof of stake thing is like we own a valuable asset and we stake it, like we take some risk to stake it. Yeah, there is risk, but there is no maintenance cost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So risk is higher, but the maintenance cost is zero. So it's just so much more attractive to me because I'm younger and I can take that extra risk without being like super exposed in the long run. So
Yeah.
that guy is really old, right? So he's got to take less risk, and real estate is less risky for him. But like this is how I kind of see this is kind of like me buying digital land. Like people say, "Oh, you need to buy digital land in the metaverse." I'm like, dude, these coins are just as good, like if not way better.
Yeah, it's fair.
So that's why I'm such a coin maxi. But you saw this week, I got so FOMO on these NFTs, man. I was like, dude, what can I mint? And I ended up minting a random project because it was just fun and it was cheap. You should go mint one.
How often do we go around in the circle where you're like, I'm done. I ain't never buying NFTs
I
again, and
get real
then
bearish on NFTs, man, because they don't talk and they don't communicate. But then it's like, it's oh, well, you got to come in our Discord and look in the secret channel. It's like, come on, man. Like, I ain't got the time for that. You know what I mean? And I know you like to do all that, and it's a whole thing, and it's a whole community thing, and it's fun. I see the value in that. I can't do it myself. And maybe one day I'll find this community of NFTs that just like I can't get away from it. You know what I mean? I quit my whole job to be in the Discord. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's only
So
so much you could do of that Discord grinding. Like I have literally probably like 100 Discord channels, and I probably only pop into a handful of them. And even at that, like I'm spread thin as hell.
yeah, yeah. You
So what
get
did you
you
mint?
get you should go mint one.
What is
Let
it?
me bring it up here.
All right, let me pop your screen up.
I think for the listener, we're on Stargaze. What was it called? It
Was
was
it
the
those
one that was
aliens?
airdropped to me. Oh my god. I think it's called a goblin. That's what it is. Let's see.
You minted more of them?
Yeah, dude. They're only 65 star. Yeah, 65 stars. It's like literally $2, dude. You should go mint one. They're at 78%, dude. And I don't know how I got them. They just showed up. So I guess they minted them and then spread them across like known wallets or something because these I did not pay for. They just showed up. And yeah, so
Hmm.
I did it as a joke because my friends and I were in a chat and I said, I need a profile pic for you guys. And they minted a goblin. So I was like, that's perfect. Y'all motherfuckers are some goblins, you know? And because we've just been talking about trading. So they're pretty you know, raunchy characters. So these were perfect for them.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. But $2, like, yeah, $2 for a profile pic, like that's perfect. You know what I mean? I own this. I
Yeah,
like that.
I staked all my stars, but I'll have 65 tomorrow. I'll mint a couple.
I would slow down. Just mint one.
I mean,
I don't know.
65 stars.
Maybe you'll get the golden goblin. You know what I
The
mean? For
gold.
$2, it's so fucking worth it. Like I don't know if there is a golden goblin. I have
Probably
no
not.
idea, dude. There's gotta be. There's like 7,000 of these things.
Is that how many the supply is?
I think so. I think it's 10,000. I don't even know, dude. Let's see. Gob. Let's get these. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
10K,
10,000.
dude.
That's a lot of goblins.
And there's like a bunch of them sitting out there for free. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Whatever. You know, maybe one day stars will be worth $3 and these will be worth
Let me
150
see if I have
bucks. You know what I mean?
65 stars. I just staked, but there's a possibility that I have 65 still in there. Because I try to always like make it even numbers.
Yeah. I like to keep my staking numbers even. I want to just get like 50K stars,
Dude, I'm
but
almost there.
I'm wondering if I could get it at the correction. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm at
I'm thinking about everything
46K.
in Atom because I buy Atom. So no matter what, I buy Atom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I have to make sure that like if I'm buying Juno, that it's at a good Atom to Juno ratio, right? So
Yeah.
like if Juno is pumping and it's a one to 1.5 Atom towards every Juno, it's going to be some expensive ass Juno. But it dipped all the way down to 0.33 Atom for every Juno. So you would have got 3 for 1, and that would have been the perfect time to switch because it just pumped from there. And now it's at like 0.6 or 0.5, something like that. So yeah, people are doing pretty good right now.
You
I
know,
oh sorry, go ahead.
no, go, you can finish that up.
Well, I was just going to talk about Neta, so that was like a whole other thing.
Okay.
So
Well,
we
while we're
can.
still chatting Stargaze really quickly, I did mint a couple things. since we've
What'd
been
you get?
going. Let's see if I can share my
I kind of wanted
screen.
this IBC Citizen. Did you do that? It's only 1,000.
I thought you did get one of those for some reason.
No, but some of them look really cool, like the brain. I've seen some that like the brain art looks really cool. Did you get one?
No, I picked
Mm.
up a couple of these
I think they
heroes.
might actually flip for more because they're only 33, 3333. You got a hero? Let me see your hero.
Can you see them?
Did you buy it off the secondary or did you mint?
I bought this one off a secondary when the secondary like dropped initially.
Yeah.
This is the one I minted.
Oh wow, you got in on the mint. I heard it was pretty fast.
Yeah, I was whitelisted.
Oh nice.
Shout out to the Wreck Wolf.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, a little osmosis man. But this one, I was glad because I was just initially I was just watching. I was watching the ones that were selling, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to pay that much. And then bam, it was gone. I was like, God damn it! So like people were scooping them up
Yeah.
fast.
Can you tell
So
me a little bit about the project? What is it gonna do?
well, this is obviously a project that was coming from Terra, and they actually had a mess up on their mint where their dev loaded the exact same trait names for all of them, so everybody has the exact same rank. So they messed up on the rankings. Like if you look on this one, it's like Hero, Loki, Anchor, Hooded Warrior. Let's see if we go to this one, it's the same thing. Hero, Loki, Anchor, Hooded Warrior. So yeah, all the traits are exactly the same, even though they're not. So they I haven't kept up with exactly what's going on. The last I heard was they were going to potentially like have like a burn wallet to send all these to and then airdrop you some correct ones so you get
Mm.
your ranking, but that sounds like a mess. So
Yeah, that
um
sounds horrible. I was
yeah,
like, why would you do it that way?
I
Just
don't know.
airdrop it.
Yeah.
Like that just makes sense.
So we'll see what it
But
is.
when would you
But
take the snapshot?
yeah,
So that piss
exactly.
some people off.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean the project had a whole bunch of hype because it was very popular on Terra. That's actually one of the, you know how Do Kwon had his little that was his
Yeah, now
PFP.
I yeah.
Yep, the Hero
That's where I've
project.
seen this before.
Yep.
What's the floor right now?
The floor is 1300,
What
almost
was the mint
14.
price?
I think it was 1111.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. But the good ones are like the ones with the wings. But I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, so let's see what the first winged one. So this
Those
one's
bat wings.
decent right there. He's
Oh,
about
those
two
kind of
grand.
wings.
Yeah. But then like you have like gold versions of them and like some like
Is it going
holographic.
to be a game or just a profile pic, or
I
what is
think it's just
this?
profile pic right now. I think everybody's this one's kind of cool too. I like the helmet. Everybody's
Mm.
got plans for certain things later. I guess it all just depends on how big the community is, and there's always whispers and talks and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like I'll believe it when I see it. I think having
Yeah.
a game has been like the hot word for
Yeah.
collections and projects, and without knowing
Yep.
how much work and time it takes to do something like that.
Yeah. Strange Clan is like a perfect example. It's going to take ages to build that.
Yeah, they're doing it right though, so I'm excited about that.
Oh hell yeah. I'm really excited about it. I think some of that excitement from the public died down because the mint didn't go that fast on the town 2. But I think that, once they actually release something, they'll just pump right up, The
So
excitement will just come right back.
did you hear about the orbital marketplace upgrade to 2.0?
No, tell me about it.
Well, they're supposed basically what they did was they added some features. Let me get this out of the way. They added some features that made it load like super quick. So we're gonna test it right now.
Oh, please, God, I hope so. It
Yeah,
was so bad.
yeah, it was
Kept
very
having to
bad.
load it over and over and over again to get it right.
So let's go to the collections.
Ooh, looking smoother. Looking much, much smoother.
Yeah, so we still got one or two here and there not popping up, but man, like
That's
this
a
is a
lot
lot better.
better.
Yeah, a lot
Yes,
better than it
sir.
was. So that was one of the big things he talked about. Also, too, bundles. Bundles was the thing that they talked about, where you could bundle a package of them together, and you could sell them as a set.
Hmm.
So like this bundle right here is called the Magnificent Seven, which they're selling for 77777. But it's also
That's a little weird.
yeah, they have 7 apes in
Just
here
go
that they're
balls
selling.
deep.
Yeah,
Just a
just sell your
balls
whole
deep
collection.
package. It reminds me of like a Pokemon pack. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a card pack that you open up or that you buy because there's a certain one in that pack.
But I think that this is, I mean, like you were saying, it was complete trash. Like, and for the listener right now, we're scrolling through Orbital Marketplace, and I would say 90 to 95%, maybe even more, are all populated as we're scrolling through. And previous to that, if you've ever experienced trying to scroll through there, it was a headache. It was a pain in the ass. Like,
Yes, it was pretty bad.
if there were 8 on the screen, only 3 of them were loaded, and it was rough. It sucked. It sucked going through there. So this should definitely help improve the overall marketplace experience for sure.
Hell yeah. Hopefully that gets more people on there. Cause yeah, for a little while, and I don't know, maybe now. What's the floor on the apes? Like it was pretty bad
40?
compared to mint. Like it was 60 to mint and it's 40 to pick it up. So
Yeah.
definitely some
Once
people
the
dumping that
once the
project.
bull comes back.
Oh yeah. And just be positive about it. It'll rebound.
Yeah.
And I just hope that we get a lot of people in Cosmos and the builders are helping do that.
Agreed. So, one of the things that I kind of messed around with, and um I know that you've played around with a lot, was the RAC, right? The RAC, the
Oh, I love
gambling kind of
that.
platform. You
Yeah.
wanna you wanna give us a little walkthrough of it, a little tutorial?
Let's do a live
Oh, you wanted to talk about
demonstration.
Neta Dao too.
I do
You
want to
wanted
talk about Neta Dao.
okay.
I'm super excited about Neta Dao,
Which one are
dude.
we gonna talk about
Well,
first?
we can do Neta Dao.
Okay.
Um, where's the raccoon shit? Maybe I just gotta search for it. Um, so Neta Dao came out, and
Mhm.
it's important to know that Neta Dao is not Neta. It's not the same people, right? Neta Dao is a completely separate thing that is separate from the actual Neta. Neta was just a project that somebody created to be hard money on the Juno blockchain as a separate token called Neta. And it had a initially I think 32,000 supply,
Mhm.
and whatever was unclaimed was burned. So the initial supply ended up being 31,888.6. And that's a hard number. It cannot be changed. Um, it's just coded into the contract to be that number, right? Um,
Mm.
Now, the Neta DAO came out, and the Neta DAO is a place where you can stake your Neta. And if you notice right now, there's 6.471% of the supply of Neta staked with this DAO. So this DAO, being a staked member, is what they're going to be doing is they have a treasury of money that they're going to be voting to distribute to certain projects, and then the Neta DAO would be getting like tokens from those projects as an initial distribution to the Neta DAO stakers. And then if that token does well on Juno, those stakers are going to reap the benefits of that. And kind of like being a venture capitalist in the Juno blockchain.
Okay.
And by staking your Neta, you get rights to vote on that distribution of funds. So it's really exciting because this is something that came out after Neta came out, like the
Mhm.
idea, and it's interesting to see it kind of grow. So this is kind of like a growth fund, ETF fund kind of thing for Juno. So yeah, it's pretty, I think, bullish to say that like almost 7% of the supply of Neta has been staked, and it hasn't even been live a week. So it's pretty interesting to see, and just wanted to kind of highlight that and let people know that you
Yeah,
can
and
now stake
before
your Neta. You won't get yield, but you'll get the right to vote on the DAO. So
right,
don't
so you
stake
won't get
everything.
yield because there's a very fixed number that won't move. And
Right.
then, so can you just break it down really quickly? What is the positive of doing this, and what is the negative? Is there potential that you could lose all your neta by doing this?
Well, no, you won't lose the Neta, but you
Okay.
do. There is an 8 week unbonding period currently. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
this Neta
crazy.
is locked up pretty tight. So don't overstake. Like, I staked one out of my whatever. So don't like over, you don't want to put too much. You can put like point 0.1, right? And still get staking rights. But that I think is going to be your share of the rewards that you get from the tokens that were funded. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the cons are that pretty much it's locked up and you can't sell it, and if you do, you got to wait 8 weeks. So you're going to lose out on any like positive price action for sure.
Yeah.
And unless you're planning the market 8 weeks ahead, which if you're doing that, please DM me.
Yeah. No shit.
um, and then the pros are that you have voting rights for where the funds go to. I guess if you don't agree, you have to walk out and wait 8 weeks. But I mean, if you're generally bullish on Juno, right? I think people are staking and just trying to be a part of the ecosystem so that they're rewarded later on whenever this shit is popping, the party's going off, and we're all getting rewarded with nice amounts of tokens of whatever, and then you use those tokens in the project and just have fun. So yeah, I'm excited about it. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Is you get in and you know join the party.
So basically, you hold a certain percentage of potential rewards that are coming back your way based off of the projects that are being voted on doing well.
Say that again.
So like you're voting to use money or you're voting on a certain project potentially, and then if that project does really well, you get some kickbacks that are kind of in line with the percentile of Neta that you're staking, and kind of like with the entire group.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why it was so hard for me to get that out. I'm getting tired brain.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Weekend.
All right,
Yeah.
so Raccoon bets. I've started messing around with this lately, and I think I won a little bit the first time. The second time, I put a lot more in, and it's like you have a 70% chance of winning, and it's like I don't think I got anything, and I was like, okay, maybe it hadn't
You
loaded
lost.
yet. I guess.
So I don't know exactly how it's like calculated. Usually, and I'm not saying this for sure. I haven't
Mm,
looked at the code. Are you still here?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you just picture went away. But usually the way these things work is it's random based on the hash of the block. So like when you submit a transaction here, and for this, I'm betting zero point 0.1 Juno with 55% chance that I'll win
Mm-hmm.
and submitting that transaction, right? So now it's gonna go through and and when the next block is calculated, that's when it'll know if I won or I didn't win. And it'll display it up here if it ever goes
God
through.
damn, the block's
I
moving slow as
did
shit.
well, I did low gas. I guess
Okay,
you can't see it, but I did low gas. So
trying to
yeah, it's kind
maximize
of
those
lagging.
winnings.
I guess it's the transaction is sitting there and a validator hasn't picked it up
They're like, "Nah, I don't want
yet.
that piece of shit."
Yeah, I don't want that low. So we'll see. Hopefully, I can
He's
place
over there
a
just
block here soon.
jacking those dice all hard.
I didn't have enough gas, I don't think, to do that other one, so I didn't. But I should have.
Yeah, this
'Cause,
is a
yeah,
real
this
bad
is
showing for the Juno
okay.
network.
Okay. Yeah, it failed. The transaction failed. So we're gonna try it again. I think it's probably because I don't have enough gas in there. So let me send myself some, or I can just do it on this account. Yeah, here we go. This one has more Juno. Okay. So this one has let's see. It has 1.5 Juno. What should we do? We'll do we'll do the whole Juno.
You know, you could click in the box and just type one.
Yeah, I know. I don't like to do that. Okay. It's funner. It's more fun to me whenever you slide it. Hold on. Either Juno is fucking up right now or like
Everybody's
something's
gambling at one time.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. This doesn't look good for Juno right now on our podcast. Hold on, hold on. Okay, now, okay, here we go. So we're gonna do a whole Juno with 70%. So there's a 30% chance I could lose this Juno on this dice roll. And if I win the dice roll on the 70% side, I will have 1.38. So I will have spent one Juno and I will profit the 0.3857 here you
Minus
see on this
gas.
side. Minus gas, which on Juno is next to nothing. It's 7 cents. So not going to break the bank, but here we go, Mr. RAC. Let's make you look good right here.
Let's
Please.
go ahead and roll that dice. And he's
There we go. I won. So
nice.
I got a nice 0.38. So now what I do is I take that 0.3 and I like to increase the risk a little bit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it at like 55. And if I win this one, I'll get 0.52. And so let's see what happens here.
So how long have you sit there and just like continuously rolled those dice?
I lost.
You lost your money.
So um there was this one time where I went really super aggressive. Like I would put like point 0.3 and I would put like fucking 20%, right? And if you win, you get 1.4. Let's roll this one and see. I'll probably lose it, but it's a 1 in 5 chance. You can win this.
Yeah.
And so what I do is if I'm feeling froggy like that, I'll take I'll take my staking rewards and it's usually 1 or 2 Juno, and I'll gamble a little bit, and if I lose, I'll just stake the what I have left. And yeah, sometimes I get froggy and I just lose.
Yeah.
But there was this one time where I went pretty hard. I was doing like if I lost, I would do low bets at 20%, and I would just keep going, and you hit 1 or 2 of them, you do pretty good. Like, look at this. If you hit zero point 0.1 at 10%, look how much you get. You almost get a full Juno. So like I sat there and I spent like a whole Juno and I won like maybe 1 or 2 of those. I was like, look, I got 2 Juno now, and I've just been sitting here like degenning on this fucking button, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes you get really lucky. I mean, look at this. Like you could win 10 Juno with a 1% chance. And that I mean hitting that would be just crazy.
Do it.
That would be nuts.
Do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah. Let's go, baby. There's no way. Like, there's just no way. I have no expectation of winning
Yeah.
on one of these. You know what I mean?
We turn off the podcast right now if you won.
No,
Okay.
there's
Yep.
just no way. But it's fun, dude. Like, so I'll do this on my break. I'm having a bad day at work. I'm like, you know what? I got 0.65 Juno waiting and staking. Let's roll the dice on point 0.5, baby. And I'll do it. And sometimes I'll win. It just puts a smile on your face. You know what I mean? You're just like, you know what? That was worth it.
So
And
have you done
sometimes you
anything
lose.
else
It's
besides
really
the
fun.
dice? Have you done the dungeon or lottery or
Okay, so yeah, let's move on. That's the dice, and they're coming out with rock paper scissors soon. They're coming
nice?
out with blackjack after that. So next is rock paper scissors, and then after that blackjack. But they've come out with a lottery where you spend. I've actually won this lottery, which was pretty cool. So you spend zero point 0.1 Juno for one ticket, and
Mm-hmm.
that gets you a ticket into this lottery. There's 265 tickets right now, 48 unique players. So I have a 0.38 chance of winning with one ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's other prizes. So even one ticket gets me 11% chance at a prize, which is pretty cool. When I won 39 Juno, which was pretty nice to just
Yeah.
kind of log in and see that I had 39 Juno sitting there. So that was fun. You can do this, and it happens every 3 days, I think it is, or 2.5 days, something like that. And then they have events where certain times they'll have special lotteries where you can win NFTs. You can win secondary GRAC, which is going to be a token used on this platform for other purposes later on. And then you have the dungeon. The dungeon, I actually haven't played this yet. I I don't know what is beyond this door yet,
Mm-hmm.
but you can win up to 94.2 Juno. Basically, what you do is you select the amount of Juno that you want to play with. I believe one Juno has the potential to get you up to 14 Juno. And there's different levels, and you can go over how to play here, but you buy a key that gets you in, and then after that, I
Dude,
don't
look at
know.
those last 10 winners. It's all the same person just wrecking.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
Somebody's
And that's
figured it
how it
out.
normally looks. But dude,
So,
they're getting
somebody's
rich.
cheat. Yeah, somebody's cheating this shit. They
I
figured
don't
out a
think
back
so. This
door.
is only showing the winners. It's not showing the losers. They might have lost just as many times. I don't know. But
True.
yeah, there's people using this shit like crazy. And they're getting some people are getting pretty lucky. I don't know how to use this shit yet, but I will report back to you and we'll get in there.
All right. I might
But
mess around with
we're
it
gonna
too.
leave we're gonna leave this one open for now. So if you're watching, go try it out, and next week we'll report back to you.
Not financial advice. Don't.
Always financial advice. No, I'm just kidding.
So, do you know why the raccoons are going so ham on the secondary market on Stash? Is it
Well,
just
oh,
because
that's
people
a
are just in
good.
love with this game, or is there something else going
No,
on?
no, they're gonna like if you're a Gen 1 holder, let's go to Stash right now. They are going to be um you're gonna be getting income basically from the site,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, you're gonna be um getting income from the gambling. So however that works out, maybe legally we'll see, but that's what their plan is right now, and that's why I think. I mean, just overall, the community on Twitter has been really active. So they've been getting people into the community, and they've been buying them up. So somebody come out there and if you got an extra 696 secret, you can check out one of mine and be a pal.
Very rare. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, the floor is already almost $900, right? We're getting there. We're halfway there, right?
It's
So,
nuts.
I mean, yeah, like I'm not even that far off from the floor. I should probably raise the price, but I'm being extra nice to you guys, and I want to sell it to you for about $1,000, and that's really cheap. Like, look, I'm pretty close to the floor.
Yeah.
Can get into it now, and I love the auctions that Stash has. Very
Yeah.
cool. I can't wait to have that functionality on Stargaze.
Yeah. Stash is implementing a lot of cool stuff, and even if you scroll to the top on the main page, on the homepage,
Hmm.
the
This one or
yeah,
the
the dynamic
marketplace?
content right there.
Oh,
So
what is
badges
that?
can now be like
Oh,
updated.
very
So
cool.
yeah. So if it's like
So
a
if like you
pass to
go to
something,
you get kind of like stamp your card.
exactly.
Very cool. Very
Yeah, they're
cool.
doing a lot of cool stuff with the secret. I mean, obviously you've seen secret pumping. It was like up to
Yeah,
dollar
no, it
50.
did pretty good. Went from like $1.03 to 150. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So the
it
next
was
thing on our
amazing.
docket is going to be Coinbase Advanced Trading.
Oh, dude, I love that. I know you have the most complaints about Coinbase Pro,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No,
Like it's
Coinbase
so
regular.
slow.
Yeah,
Why?
the regular Coinbase I had issues with.
Oh,
The
I thought it
regular
was the
Coinbase app.
Pro that it was slow.
No, the
To
blue
load.
one, the not the Pro. I
Oh.
didn't really. Yeah,
Well,
I
for
had.
me, Coinbase has updated their regular app, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. Like it's the only thing that's not as good is like getting into your wallet to deposit your tokens.
Right.
That's like kind of hidden under a lot of different menus. But the advanced trading is what I like. Like
Mm-hmm.
it has the because Coinbase Pro is being retired.
Mm-hmm.
And I was super pissed off because I was like, how are we going to get people in if they have these fucking fees, And now they just have basically Coinbase Pro on regular Coinbase. It's just a tab, and it loads way faster, dude. And
Mm-hmm.
the charts are from Trading View, so the charts are way better. You can actually put indicators on there, like the EMA. It's super cool. I love it, and I love buying and selling on Coinbase Pro, or I'm sorry, Coinbase Advanced Trading. Um, and they actually gave me $20 in Bitcoin to move my assets from Coinbase Pro to regular Coinbase. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I got free $20 and Sponsored by Coinbase Pro. Get your Coinbase account. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sponsored, but like I really like this one compared because Coinbase Pro is really slow for me, and now it's super fast and zippy,
You
and I
just
love it.
reminded me that I never got my $20.
You have to go on the PC. You have to log into Coinbase, regular Coinbase, on your PC, and then it says claim your prize for switching, or like it says switch all your shit or claim your prize, and then you claim it, and then it gives it to you. But yeah, it wasn't going to give it to me until I went there and claimed it. But you have to log in on your PC because it's not on the phone.
I'm doing it right now.
But you can. I was like, man, it's a free $20 for nothing. So I was like, all right, cool. And because I'm already sold on the new Coinbase, and I think they did a good job. I'm gonna give praise where I think it's deserved. Hopefully, they don't fuck it up, and just please make it easier to deposit my tokens. Like if I'm on the advanced trading tab and I want to send Atom to my wallet so that I can use the advanced trading tab to trade my Atom for USD or BTC or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go into, I have to click on assets. Then I have to click on show all. Then I have to click on Cosmos. Then I have to wait for that to load, by the way. That sucks. And then you have to go down, click on your balance, and then you can click on the deposit button. Now, how many clicks was that to get to the fucking deposit button? Like it should just be there on the advanced trading tab. And I think they'll get that right. But like you should just be able to click on the atom balance in the advanced trade. It's really at small at the bottom. And I know probably people would probably click that on accident. So maybe like to the side or something, but easily right there, you could just put deposit and you click it and it goes to that QR code with the memo.
Right. And speaking of giving praise where praise is due, Kepler pushed an update to their
Ah,
dashboard.
yes.
And
They
I will
certainly did.
say, I am much more happy with how this layout is. It does a nice job of marrying the old with the new. And especially like you alluded to the last time, it's like they probably have something that they're working on in the background and it just made sense for them to do it that way.
Yeah.
But it's also hard when you take a user who has had a certain way for so long and they
Yeah.
have their routines down, especially with crypto people. We're like degens of like our habits. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we get in our
True.
ways, we get in our habits, and you change it up like that, and everybody's like, "Oh God, this isn't what I'm used to. I don't like this." So
Yeah.
this brings back some of those old vibes. Like there's a lot of similar clicking, a lot of
Hmm.
similar views, and it still gives you that new shiny update.
Yeah, I do like this. Like the bubbles at the top over here or on the right have really grown on me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just hated the left side. So I'm glad that they were able to get that feedback out of somebody and actually build it that way because, like you said, it looks just like it did before, and it's very similar on the eyes. So that, like you said, you're clicking and your degen action is back to normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Back to
agree.
like not like scattered all over the page. That's what just really pissed me off. But now you can come here, claim your staking rewards, and then like if you want to restake, you go down here. If you want to send them, you just you go up to your regular extension up top. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm a
Yep.
fan.
Yeah, I agree. I've been
Bravo,
appreciating
bravo.
it.
Nice recover. Some people were really upset and like,
I
yeah.
was one
And
of
this
them.
is this is the main thing that gets people in is the experience,
Mhm.
especially Kepler. I don't know, but there is actually I haven't used it. I think it's called Leap Wallet.
Yep.
It's been showing a lot of promise, and I haven't actually like. I am very cautious about wallets, so I'll let them sit there and like marinate for a little while. Kepler is pretty much proven to me,
Yeah, it's tried and
but
true.
I try to not like have that bias because it can change anytime. You know what I
But
mean?
what this is
So
good for is competition in the space. Kepler has cornered that market and there has been nobody to challenge them. Now you got Leap Wallet, you got
yeah,
like the one that's on Secret Network, Star Shell or Shell something. Like having these wallets come pop up just to kind of give Kepler a run for their money is only good for everybody because I'm very certain that I read somewhere that Kepler charges X amount of yearly like fees to host like your coin on there basically.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I remember it saying like 50,000 or 500,000.
I mean, to
Regardless,
give a
like
perspective, it was like 100,000 Juno at a certain
yeah,
point, and that was like $300,000, and that was for like the initial listing plus the hosting. And I want to say you're right around there, 50,000 to 100,000 a year for
yeah.
that.
And that's a lot of money. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
it
investing.
definitely is. Yeah, and I'm just glad. I mean, it's a superior product. It's totally worth it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, it definitely, like I said, is one of the main reasons that I jumped like headfirst into like crypto Twitter because of, or like just said I need to be more involved with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because of how nice that experience was. I've used so many wallets. The worst one that I've ever used was a Cardano wallet called Dudelius. I had to download the entire Cardano blockchain to be able to use it. And so,
Oh
like when I
no.
started, it was like, yes, 2000 downloading the 2013 blockchain. And it was like 2013, 14, 15. And I was like, and of course, those early years, ooh, it went by quick. But when it started getting to like 2018 and 17, and like those years where there was a lot of blockchain traffic, that thing took forever to download, man. And I was like, do you really have to sync up the blockchain to be able to use a wallet? And I didn't know why that was. And to this day, I don't know why. But yeah, that's how the wallet works. And yeah, it totally sucks. And whenever I got to and I was using a ledger for my Cosmos, but as soon as I made an IBC transaction, you can no longer use Ledger Live. You got to switch to either Cosmos Station or
Mm,
Kepler. And I use Kepler, and I'm not ever going back. I don't know if there's ever going to be something better that I'll switch to because I trust it. I mean, it's got a solid team. It's like the Osmosis team basically behind it, and
true.
they're supporting it. But I believe in them, so we'll see how it goes. See if that trust is warranted. Long term, it's a scary place to be, and we're just chilling with you guys. So like and subscribe.
Sorry.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, like, subscribe, give us the
Give us the notification bell if you made
hit
it
that
this far.
notification bell.
I'll send you an IBC Goblin if you made it this far.
Oh shit. Say
Probably gonna be
tweet
Ambito.
Tway, where's my goblin?
Yeah,
Tweet
where's
Tway.
my fucking
Tweet
Goblin?
Tway.
I'll send it to you a couple weeks after. I'm usually pretty slow with that. I've been getting
Yeah.
better, but
I
man,
hold him
life is
accountable,
just so
folks. He
busy.
just takes a little while.
I did send them after a
So
while.
we do you have any shout outs, Clay?
Shout out to um, Cosmos Spaces. Make sure to delegate to us if you have some extra coins. We're validating on Evmos, Nomic, uh, Atom, Osmo, Juno, all the major ones. There's a few other ones in there. I'm forgetting about. No, there's Comdex. But yeah, it makes I love Cosmos Spaces, and the spaces have been actually a lot more active lately because the market's pumping again. So it's nice to
Mm-hmm.
see people returning. Definitely some new faces, and yeah, it's been a fun time.
Nice.
Um, I'm trying to come out with some more videos on the Cosmos Spaces side and dedicate like a Monday or something to like just doing like a single video dedicated to like coming out with what's going on in the ecosystem. How to format that has kind of been a little bit challenging lately, but yeah, I'm trying to get into that groove and do that. Yeah, shout out to the Cosmos Spaces team, and yeah, I know
Yeah.
you have a special shout out.
I do have a special shout out. A shout out to Terra Spaces. Does a great job recording literally everything on the Cosmos. Um,
Oh yeah,
one could
our
say that
fan.
he is the database for the Cosmos ecosystem. Like, if I was literally amazed. First of all, take a screenshot of this if you have a chance. If you want to shoot him a donation, Here's his Cash App, Venmo. Yeah, but had to use this the other day. I did our last episode that we did. We had me and Clay weren't able to get together, so I was like, I'll just upload the community podcast. Go ahead, Clay. I see you about to say
Oh
something.
no, I got an itch.
Oh.
It was a sudden one too. I was like, what the hell?
So I was
Yeah.
like, how do I find this? So like he has everything laid out pretty well, but I was like, usually these search engines are trash, like on these web pages. So I was like, let me just type in trendy. And then bam, it was the first one that popped up. I was like, holy cow, like anytime my name is popped up through, like he does a really good job of categorizing everything, putting who talked in there. Like the search is very powerful because he does his due diligence with like
Yeah.
tagging everything.
I
So
was gonna, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like whenever, um, I'm in a space, you always make sure to tag. If you ever talk, you're gonna be tagged.
yep, yep.
So
So
yeah,
if you
good
ever want to go
job.
look up that one Cosmos Spaces that you talked in, you type in your name and you'll
Pretty
find it.
easy.
I mean, just look at
Hell
all
yeah.
the. This was just done on the 12th, like 2 days ago. This one we had with Illy. Um, and look at all the spaces that he's recorded since then. Like he does work, like,
hmm Definitely.
and just to like you to think that it's easy just to kind of like sit there and like listen to a podcast or like to listen to his spaces and stuff like that. Like that takes up a lot of part of your day. Like you have to
Yeah.
be there listening, and I know he does tweaks on them too. And you know what?
Yeah.
He posted something that was pretty funny. I wonder if I could share this really
Makes them
quickly.
sound better.
Exactly. Let's see. I don't know if my Discord will pop in here. Let me see if I can find this thing he posted real quick.
I'm gonna do a live goblin mint here
Okay.
for all you goblins out there. We're gonna be the goblin community, exploring the goblins.
Exploring the
Goblins
Goblos.
exploring cosmos.
Are you gonna mint one?
Goblin.
All right, go
Yeah,
for it.
there we go. We're broadcasting the transaction. I better get the golden goblin, dude. Imagine. Oh man, doesn't it take forever? Oh no, here it is. Look at him, dude.
That's weak.
He's like a Mojave. Nah, dude, they're all like this.
Why is
He's
he
got some
lost his
open heart
chest?
surgery.
Yeah.
He's got open heart surgery. His nose is like mucused, and he has like an underbite.
Yeah, I don't like
And
him.
dude, I love this one.
He's
This one is my
scaring
new
me.
profile pic.
Yeah.
For all you goblins out there, this could be yours. Just tweet me and say, "Where is my goddamn goblin?" And this motherfucker will be yours. He's cute, dude.
Let's see if
Anyway,
we could hear this. Can you hear it?
it's so low. Is your volume like on nothing?
That's not the one that I wanted. I think it was trying to play through my computers and it was picking it up on my mic.
Oh, I see. We didn't talk about the Nomad hack. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, go ahead
Nomad
and
was
talk
hacked.
about that while I pull
Nomad
this up.
was hacked, and Evmos. It was pretty crazy to see because what happened is Nomad was hacked, right? So that's a
Mm-hmm.
bridge. Like let's say USDC was put on the bridge, and then there was Mad USDC on the other side of that bridge. So when the bridge was hacked, the USDC was gone, but the Mad USDC was still there on diffusion or wherever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was people started switching that asset for Evmos, and it caused the the price to look like, I think Evmos was at like $4 or something like that, just like instantly. And
Mm-hmm.
so it was like an instant, 200% increase. And people were just, it wasn't that Evmos was more valuable. It was just that the Mad USDC was less valuable.
Yeah.
So it started throwing off like CoinGecko and all that. And everything looked all crazy for
Weren't
a
people
little while.
arbitraging it like crazy? Or
Yeah.
trying?
Yeah. Like bots and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
um, you know, you just want to make sure that you're secure. Hopefully, you have a ledger. If not, just make sure you practice like safe browsing. Don't connect to crazy, stupid shit. And if you do connect to it, make sure you disconnect. Um, usually things are pretty safe. But as we go into the next bull run, you're going to see a lot of like shady stuff. People trying to steal people's coins. So make sure you practice safe browsing. Um, you know, safe blockchain browsing tips. Um,
With Cosmo
just,
Clay.
just do those kinds of things. Have multiple wallets. Have a hot wallet so that you connect to shady stuff with that hot wallet, and you don't connect with any of the bigger wallets that you
Your
have.
burner.
Yeah, have a burner wallet.
Let's see
But
if you
yeah,
can hear
that was
this.
an interesting thing to admit. Oh, and Curve Finance was also hacked. It was there was like a different web page.
Oh, that sounds fun.
People deposited money into a fake website,
That
and
sucks.
yeah, that was a front end hack. It wasn't a blockchain hack. It was like a web page takeover.
Yeah, these things are just going to continue to get more and more clever.
Sophisticated and
Yep.
clever, and they're going to be like, oh, we can get them here. So yeah, guys, be careful out there. Like this is real money, and people want it real bad.
That is
Especially
financial
now
advice.
with everything going on with political. And I can't say too much more.
Were you able to hear
My
that pretty
boss,
loudly?
I can't hear shit. Do it again. I can't hear anything.
You can't hear it?
No, it's
Oh.
silent.
Yeah,
Silent like the night.
it's silent, bro.
I'm gonna become an 80s singer, bro. That's where I was supposed to be born, like the 80s. And I gotta go back, or I gotta bring it back to 2022.
Yeah. Well, I
Be
don't
an
think I'll be able to
80s.
play it, but
What was it? Just tell us, what was it?
it was a little commercial thing that Finn had made for his Terra Spaces recording thing, and it was funny as shit. Like he did a really good job, like spicing it and put it together. So I was gonna play it for the community on our way out, but yeah, shout out again to Terra Spaces. Appreciate what you do for the community,
Oh yeah, Finn. Keep it
and
up.
shout out to Osmosis Grants for helping us with this content,
100%.
honey. All right, bro. I was almost gonna flash your financials.
I was like, what are you doing?
All right,
I'm
bro.
just chilling, checking my shit.
All right. Well, we'll
Yeah,
see
it's
you next
good.
time, fam. Like you said, if you want to say, give me my damn goblin to Clay, he'll
Good
send
catching
you.
up with you, man.
Yep. Later, bro.
Later.
Later, fam.